How's it going out there, guys? It's me, J.A. SoCal Sports Fan. And tonight I am doing my NFC Wildcard Playoff post-game show on Monday by your Southern California Toyota dealer. Drive your SoCal Toyota today. So, the final score in the Superdome and shocking overtime thriller by the Vikings was the Minnesota Vikings 26, the New Orleans Saints 20. As Kirk Cousins gets a game-winning touchdown to Kyle Rudolph, butted into the end zone for the Vikings OT touchdown to win and advance to the San Francisco 49ers in the NFL divisional round in San Francisco. We'll see the Vikings and 49ers on Saturday. Alright, so I've been saying my New Orleans Saints did a good job in the football game of the playoffs against the Vikings, but it was just a game, but it was going to be a good game. But the Saints lost to the Vikings in overtime by a final 20-26 on an overtime thriller by the Minnesota Vikings by Kyle Rudolph, game-winning touchdown by Kirk Cousins. So, I'm thinking that Kirk Cousins gives a game-winning touchdown to Kyle Rudolph for the Vikings win against the Saints. And that's why it's a shocking thriller overtime winner by the Vikings to beat the Saints by a final in OT by 26-20. Final score in Philly, we have the Seahawks advancing to Green Bay to the Packers. So the final in Philly but it was a final in Philly by 17-9 over the Eagles by the Skittle Boy and the Beast Mode, Marshawn Lynch, and the quarterback, the good guy of the Seahawks, Russell Wilson, that made a great game against the Philadelphia Eagles. But Marshawn Lynch did good running the ball because he did great in the game against the Philadelphia Eagles by the Seattle Seahawks against the Minnesota Vikings. That was an awesome game in Philly between the Seahawks and the Eagles by Marshawn Lynch, the Beast Mode, and the Skittle Boy and the Seahawks against Carson Wentz. But Carson Wentz got hurt on the play and they took over for Josh McCown. Josh McCown took over Carson Wentz because Wentz was injured on the play. So I think that was a thrilling night in Philadelphia between the Seahawks and Eagles. But just like the Vikings and Saints game in OT, by the Vikings overtime game-winning touchdown in the Superdome to beat the Saints by a final of 26-20. And I said Marshawn Lynch was good with Russell Wilson, with Pete Carroll against Philadelphia against Doug Peterson by Josh McCown, the 40-year-old quarterback of the Eagles. And McCown did good in Philly against Seattle by the Seahawks defense. So I think Marshawn Lynch did good in Philly against the Eagles by the Seahawks, but Marshawn Lynch did a good job running the ball, and he did awesome in Philly, but he had a good game in Philly against the Eagles, Pete Carroll, and the Seattle Seahawks. So the final score in the Superdome in overtime is the Minnesota Vikings 26, the New Orleans Saints 20, and final score from Philly, the final, Seattle Seahawks 17, and the Philadelphia Eagles 9. Alright, so NFC Wildcard Playoff and AFC Wildcard Playoff are all done, and we're off to NFL Divisional Round with the AFC and NFC Divisional Round in the NFL. I'll do the prediction by Wednesday or Thursday, but whatever, why not? But I'll do it, but I'll think about it right now as I'm letting myself know, okay? Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for me. Time for me to wrap it up. This is your boy, J.A. SoCal Sports Fan, and have a good Monday night, everyone. Bye.